Hey, Jason Rice here with another Lap Party quick tip. I'm going to pull this up. Now, I'm only showing you right now, I'm only showing you our lot score system because I want you to
Jason.
see, sorry about that. I want you to see the,
Only showing you
right. I want to show you patterns. Okay. So this isn't a pitch, but this allows you to see patterns. I want you to look at these two charts here. When we talk in dealerships about inventory management, we always reference bucket management, really. And what I mean by bucket management is your 0 to 15 day old cars, 16 to 30, 31 to 45. And what I want to show you here is this dealership is all of a sudden over, this is daily. So by mid-October, he started to build up his age. The reason why he started to build up his age is because his middle bucket has always been over 25%. Anytime you have, if you want to manage and not have an aging problem, keep your middle bucket, your 31 to 60, this right here, you want to keep that below less than 25%. Anytime it gets higher than that, you're going to have one or two things: a gross problem or an aging problem. The reason why I say gross problem is because if you have more than 25%, he happens to have 30% sitting there right now. If you have 30% sitting right there right now, to stop bleed through, meaning cars bleeding through from one age bucket to the next, you need to be selling 5% or more than what's sitting there. So he needs to have 35, 40% of his sales going out of that middle bucket. Now, the next chart is what has he sold out of those age buckets. Now we look every day at the last 2 weeks of your sale rate. So this dealer has 30% sitting there, but selling 34%, which is more, but not enough. Again, you want 5% or more going out of those buckets. And matter of fact, if you look at his 31 to 45, he has 19% sitting there, only selling 17%. Okay, so if he continues to do that, sell less than 2% than what's sitting there, that's what this little -2 is, he's going to bleed through to this 46 to 60. He has middle bucket bleed through. Let me show you why this is happening and why all of a sudden. Now I'm going to connect the little dots here for you. Forget these charts. Down here at the bottom, we're looking at some key indicators. Forget every line. Look at what stands out. So I noticed this morning when I was talking to our team with this account. Notice this purple line. This purple line here is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it's about the fifth one down, fifth or sixth one down. It says percentage PTM, price to market, greater than 95% on cars that are greater than 29 days old. Okay, so what that's saying is I think by day 30, on average, you typically want to be around 95%. And some markets going to fluctuate, lots are going to fluctuate, but just hear me out here. So that's just an indicator. I'm not saying you have to be there. I just want to see how many cars at 30 days or higher are you still at 95% or higher. Again, you can, at 30 days, that's talking about an average. So at 30 days, you can have some 98%ers and you can have some 93%ers, but on average, you're around 95%. So I'm not telling you to get every car and drop it to 95%, okay? So don't hit me up with that shit. So if you notice, up and down, then it builds back up a few days later. So again, give you a date range. October 8th, it's down. He only had 21 cars that he had priced over 95%. And then by October 14th, it's up to 23 cars and then back down again, 15, and then back up again. So I noticed this pattern. I'm like, what the heck's happening here? Now, we encourage our dealers to look at our information every day, make adjustments daily, because here's what's happening. I'm going to go to our scoreboard. And again, I'm not trying to show you our tool. I'm just trying to show you patterns here. So we look at how many price changes he did, how many they did that they dropped the prices or raised the prices. And again, look for patterns here. Look at this yellow, okay? So on July 2nd, he did 78, actually on July 1st, he did 78 price changes. On July 2nd, we noticed them. The next day, we noticed his prices drop. Let's look at what happened the next yellow spike. Oh, July 2nd turned in July 9th. 7 days later, he did 60 price changes. 7 days later, on the 16th, did 82. 7 days later did 67. So you see a pattern here. Every 7 days, they're adjusting their pricing. Okay, you can't do that anymore. You might have been able to get away with that when the market was hot, right? Cars were selling, you're selling more than you're carrying. Cars were selling before they hit the lot or as they hit the lot. We could have been sloppy because the market wasn't moving. And if it was moving, we were actually getting equity and not, you know, usually you don't have to drop the price. You can maybe raise the prices because the cars were moving fast. Hey, Richard. Hey, Andy. So they're and so here's why he has a middle bucket bleed through and why age is happening. Before he was clean. Again, I'm going to go back to the status here. Before, his inventory was pretty clean, didn't have any age, 0% age, but he still had 20 and 36% in that middle bucket, too high. And just because of the fact that he's going in every 7 days, and that's this pattern down here. Had a lot of cars over 95%, over 30 days old. Then he did a bunch of price changes, eliminated that. It dropped down and then went back up and went back down. And so that pattern was of price changes being over 95%, it went down every time he made adjustments. The market's moving fast right now. We're seeing 1, 2, 3% price changes, 1, 2, 3% market adjustments within days. I was on a call this morning, changing prices with the dealer, and you know, just 2 days ago he's at 97%. Now he's at 99%. Or I've seen cars moving 2, 3% just yesterday. They're at 103, now they're at 106. They were at 99, now they're at 101. So the market's moving too fast right now for you to just go in and change prices once a week. Because if you do, guess what? November and December, you'll have an aging problem. And it's slower in those months. And then you're hoping you're just going to have to either take a hit in the slower months, which you don't want to do, because here it is Christmas and you need to buy your kids Christmas presents and you're already having a slow month. So you sure in the hell don't want to drop your price and what you're selling, losing a bunch of money. Because again, give me a inventory manager's pay plan, and I'll show you how he manages his inventory. So if he's paid on gross and sales are slow, he's not going to take she is not going to take. They're already doing less deals. They're not going to also take a beating when they got, you know, holidays and stuff around the corner. And then, so basically, you don't do it. So then you just hold and hope and hold on to the cars till tax season comes and February, March picks up, and you use these top selling months to weed out of your aging problem that officially pretty much started in October and November. So my tip here is to, as you can see, stop doing this. Stop. Let me go here. I can stop sharing screen. So stop waiting once a week to do price adjustments. If you can look at your inventory every day, our tool, you know, allows them every day. We're giving them price change suggestions to attack your inventory every day. Not saying go in there and change prices of cars every day or every 2 to 5 days, but notice if things are bleeding through. Notice if cars are moving in the market, and make adjustments sooner than later, because things are moving pretty quick right now. So I hope this was helpful. If you do want a little bit of insight on how we can point some of these things out, lotpop.com, free inventory evaluation, 844-LOTPOP4, jrice, lotpop.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, you know, subscribe. We got 250 video tips. If you're watching us on Facebook, go to YouTube. There's 250 video plus tips out there similar. Again, I hope this helps. Anybody wants any first 30 wristbands, I've got a ton here to send out. I'll send out as many as you want to your dealership. Just go to, again, lotpop.com. There's a hashtag first 30. Give me name, dealership information, as far as address or whatever you want and how many you want. We'll send them out to you. Again, I hope this was helpful. Reach out if you need any